Everyone thinks that the way change is going to happen is I've got to participate in this government. I've got to get good representatives in this government. Just that in itself is an overthrow of the foundation, because our nation is founded upon all government of right comes from the consent of the governed. We don't have to ask government and put the right people in, that they're supposed to be representing us. And they don't represent us anymore. And that's what we're saying is, like, all these principles, they don't follow. Again, this gets to the concept of the government being there to implement our will, or the government is there doing whatever they choose, and then we have to beg them for our rights back. We have an upside down relationship between the government right now and the way this nation was founded. They say that if you want change, here's how you affect change: vote. And if you don't vote, you're a terrible, awful person. You have no right to complain. But the problem is, by voting, you recognize them as being legitimate. You're saying, I want to participate in your government, the one that was put into place by coercion and fraud, one put in place by military orders, not the consent of the people. And when you put that, when you become an active participant, but you want the original state, you want a state that was put into place by the consent of the free people, you have a conflict there. And that's what we have in this country, is this conflict between, I want lawful government, my mind is thinking this is lawful government, when it's actually not. And this is what we're about, is bring awareness to this time frame. And the time frame is 1860 to 1870, of what happened in Americans' history in that 10-year span, which was a revolution, and it overthrew everything the founders put into place, and put in place the situation we have now. To get lawful government back, and for people to get what they want, they've got to get educated on what was taken from us, how it was taken from us, and then we've got to go back and start exercising our rights. A lot of people say you have to demand our rights. No, you exercise your rights. My position is, you're not a lawful state. You're not lawful enough to demand I get a driver's license, but I'll get one if you can prove you're lawful. And the state comes back and says, we have no intention of proving we're lawful, which happened to me in Iredell County, in North Carolina, on a traffic case. We have no intention of proving their lawfulness. Is this not like the light bulb going off over your head? This is a problem. And so it's not having the wrong people in place. It's the people not knowing what happened and not knowing what to do next. And that's what we're here for, is to educate people on what to do next, what happened, and what we can do to get lawful government back in this country.